Hey all, hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned into Kingdom Things Podcast, or Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. I am a channel for the divine, just like you. I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or my Akashic record, or the all, or God, or source, and publish the energies and messages in which I channel within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream on YouTube as well as Spotify, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream on YouTube. Whether you're watching on Oneness Connection or Kingdom Things Podcast, the links are below. Follow if you're watching on Spotify. Subscribe, like, comment, share if you're watching on YouTube. I channel energies and messages within the podcast, within Oneness Connection, in order to assist with the evolution of the human consciousness. As you are probably aware of, we are going through massive shifts within ourselves, within our culture, within the planetary body, within all of creation, within all of God's creation, where we are being aligned with our existential truths or energies of our divine nature or our infinite nature. You know, we've been living for millennia as human beings within an encasement, a callous encasement of energies of our human nature. We call it the firmament. The firmament is analogous to our edifice, our bodies that were calcified in ancestral history, ancestral trauma, ancestral wounds. This was no punishment or suffering because we were damned or weren't worthy of the abundance of knowing our existential truth. It was a part of the makings of us. I channeled through meditation. I learned through meditation, sitting with myself, which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast, plus Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment Call to Action. Every day, sit with yourself for at least 30 minutes. Meditate. Ask yourself, soul, what do I need to know? And wait for the answers. Wait for the guidance. Wait for the intuitive support to assist you within our rapid evolution to aligning with universal order or our soul's wisdoms or the oneness of all things or God. I was in meditation and through my meditation, I was informed, which I channeled in the podcast, and I'll link a couple of episodes, Kingdom Things podcasts, as well as Oneness Connection editions, installments below that I feel like will be helpful in reference to this transmission. Open contact. We're being prepared for open contact. Our time of being amnesiac to the fact that we are dimensions, unique frequencies as individual human beings, and a unique frequency as the human being, the human culture, the human energy of planet Earth. We are one of infinite dimensions of existential creation or God or infinite creation or prime source. Being amnesiac to this fact and now awakening wasn't because we were being maliciously subdued or harmed. There are dimensions in our reality that played the enemy, that played to be malice in order to assist us in our ways of creation. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality are only dimensions of energies in which we hold inside. And every dimension of energy in which we hold inside, we hold in order to project into our reality, to play out our DNA or our existence or our stories in order to evolve and become more of who we were created to be. Who was a human being of planet Earth created to be. I will link the Kingdom Things podcast, plus Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment installment that I did below. It's part of it's like 4 or 5 episodes that I did titled "We Are Not the Game." We are not the game. Our dharmic purpose is to be with embodying the darkest of the dark energies of creation and the light, the potential for the lightest of the light energies to love ourselves into wellness, balance, wholeness, with the understanding that everything in our reality is a mirror of the things that we hold inside. To not shame, blame, or bash our reality, but to step into a spiritual maturity, an emotional maturity, a mental maturity, where we're able to use our reality, reference our reality to grow and evolve the self, or in order to assist with the evolution and upliftment of the self, human culture, all things. which leads me to the 2033 Kingdom Things podcast, plus Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment Prophecy. By the year 2033, the Most High White Light Creator Energy says, God says, Shekinah says, Shekinah says, by the year 2033, we will be in the energies of consciousness evolution, high vibrational energies, authentic frequencies, to understand that we are a human culture, planet Earth, with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. As disease, death, war, famine, poverty were all dimensions of our reality that were manifested from our state of destitution, lack, spiritual poverty, where we forgot, became amnesiac to the fact that we're dimensions of a grander, infinitely abundant creation called God, most readily called God. So everything that we've experienced was a part of the makings of us. This Kingdom Things podcast meets Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment. I'm gonna start with the story. This installment is titled something about we're being prepared for open contact. I was like, Ashley, how do you know these things? I follow my intuitive guidance. I actually started a bout of zealotry, or seeking God within, now going on about 3 or 4 years ago. God was like, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. Sit down, let me show you. And I began to meditate and pray and align with dimensions of myself far beyond who I thought I was, in order to evolve into knowingness of the fact that we are in an expansive, abundant time of creation, where all things in infinite creation are rejuvenating and uplifting to align with divine orchestration, universal order, universal laws and codes, source codes, where we're able to embody the energies of our most abundant dreams, our most grand realities, in order to project, be, and live our most abundant dreams, our most grand realities. And a part of that, as human beings of planet Earth, we thought we knew what we wanted, but the truth is we forgot these grand plans and blueprints that we mapped out on a soul level before we incarnated. When we incarnated, we looked to our human nature, our human schematics, to be the judge of what grand was, what humans sought and praised and worshipped and upheld in our reality. The truth is, the things that we intended to create or manifest on a God level are beyond our mental conception. They're things that we are being awakened to seemingly for the first time. But the truth is, dear human beings of planet Earth, dear us, dear we've all experienced dimensions of what we're experiencing now, in which we feel like is brand new, or at times frightful. And that was also intentional. Our souls wanted to experience being limited, to awaken to our unlimited nature. Our souls wanted to experience that illusion of being limited in order to awaken again to our unlimited nature, for evolution, for growth, for wisdom, to garner wisdom, chakma, to grow and evolve and uplift all things. So last night, I was having ascension symptoms. In my sleep state, I was kind of lucid because I was feeling the pain. I was feeling the pain, baby. And when I say pain, there was big bouts of energy moving through my body. And I'm just like, well, I had my retainer in my mouth, that they were tight on my teeth, baby, starting to get a migraine. My head was hurting. I had my bun in my head that was too gosh darn tight. My headband, my hair tie, I felt like it was too tight. But I was just in my bed, just in pain. Energy shooting through my body. My soul said, Ashley, take your retainer out. You're having your energetic upgrade. You're gonna be okay. Take your retainer out. Took my retainer out, put it on my dresser, and I, baby, loosened up my head, my hair, scarf, and my hair, all the things. I just sit there and took it like a champ, right? I sit there, I took it like a champ. I think I hydrated myself. I drank a little bit of water. I just took it. It felt like I was in labor. I felt like I was in labor with a God dream. So we're all out here. We're all out here in labor with our God dreams. You know, so we have our ascension symptoms where energies move through our body and all other things. I was in my sleep state and the big energy moved through my body. And then later, I finally got to, I lulled myself back to sleep. I got back to sleep. Kinda. And then I had an extrasensory perception moment where I was lucid dreaming, and I came face to face with an extraterrestrial being, an interdimensional being. It was, I just recently did a music video. I'm a singer-songwriter. My music, Ashley-Nicole music, is available on YouTube. I'll link that below. And I'm going to link the clip here to my song, Full Circle Moment, in the video that I actually did today too. I had the extrasensory perception earlier this morning, and I recorded this video today.
Full circle moment, connected to the Creator, heart and mind. I understood that you would be sent to me when the time was right. Full circle moment.
This video today. The alien sitting in the background, that's a little bit that's like what the alien looked like, that I was the extraterrestrial being that looked like that I was face to face with, right? So in my sleep state, I was having an interdimensional ESP extrasensory perception experience where I was face to face with an extraterrestrial interdimensional being that looked a lot like those beings sitting in the background having tea. look a lot like them, right? And I was face to face and like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. So I had another experience. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to face with the extraterrestrial interdimensional being. I'm gonna come back to that, right? I had another extrasensory perception experience where I astral projected to where the reptilians be, to where the reptilians stayed at. The reptilian's house. I astral projected. What happened was, okay, let me back it up. Let me get some context, right? It was a spiritual teaching lesson. I was practicing my spiritual wisdom because like prior, like couple months, my soul had been teaching me. I channeled it into the podcast. Ashley, the principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in your reality is only projection of the energies that you hold on the inside. So anything that you perceive in your reality, the way you perceive them, you're perceiving who you are. The way you perceive them, you're projecting dimensions of yourself, right? So it was time for a spiritual test. So I was doing that lesson a lot. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. So I was in my bathroom brushing my teeth at night. Baby, it's spiritual test time. Spiritual test time. So another spiritual test is coming, baby. Universe, slow down. Uni, slow down. Whenever I say something, baby, it's foresight. So I got another spiritual test. I'm gonna tell y'all about this spiritual test, and y'all gonna know why I'm like, universe, slow down. But it's okay. But like, slow, baby, take it slow. Y'all about to see why I'm like, universe, okay, slow down. So I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth. And in my third eye, I saw a reptilian being standing next to me. We were like almost the same height. And I talked about this in the Kingdom Things podcast episode titled Third Heaven, Reptilian Beings. I'll link that below as well, where I went deeper into it. I was saying in my third eye, I could see the reptilian being. It looked kind of dinosauric, and it stuck its tongue out at me. I was like, I just kept on brushing my teeth. I kept it cool, baby. I kept it calm, cool, and collected, right? Calm, cool, collected. I dropped into my heart space, and I was just waiting for my soul to tell me what was going on, what was happening, right? I was like, I see this reptilian being standing next to me, and then it called me stupid. I didn't say that in the other one. It called me stupid. The reptilian being called me stupid. I didn't say that in the other thing. It was like stupid. I was like, I jumped into my heart space. I was like, okay, I think I've called somebody stupid before, and that wasn't nice. So I can see how, that would be projected into my reality. I was like, okay, I'll take accountability. I was like, I take accountability for that. I was like, okay. And then I dropped into my heart space. And then after I dropped into my heart space, my soul was like, you remember the lesson? Like, everything in your reality is a projection of yourself. I was like, okay, I understand that. And then I just dropped into what my soul calls the lowlands. It's where the reptilian being just ran off into it was like caves, like a cavernous cave, dark caves. And the reptilian being just ran off, and I was about to start walking around, but I was too scared. So I hopped back in my body. I said, no, take me home. I said, take me home. I clicked my heels together like Dorothy. I said, take me. I said, take me home. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Right. So that's why I told the universe, slow down. So, okay. So I had that experience, right? And I kept it calm, cool, collected. I was like, baby, I might have broke a sweat on my brow a little bit. So this time when I'm face to face with an extraterrestrial, I had some other experience with light beings and things like that. This time I'm face to face with another extraterrestrial, interdimensional being. I'm in my sleep state, baby. So I'm vulnerable. Right, baby. I'm in my sleep state. God, and I know God, that was God's plan. God's plan. Yeah, God did that. I'm hearing clairaudiently. God's plan. I was in my sleep state. I was vulnerable, baby. I couldn't play nothing. I couldn't play the cool card. I couldn't act like Mrs. Tough Girl. I couldn't do none of that. I was in my bed, baby. My head hurt. My bra too tight. My booty was not shaking from the left to the right. My booty was not shaking from the left to the right. I was in my bed, baby, tossing and turning, these big old pains in my body. I'm like, what's going on? My soul was like, you're having an energetic upgrade, Ashley. Just take out your retainer. You'll be okay. Drink a little water. Take out my retainer. Drink a little water. And I kind of went to sleep, lucid dreaming. And I'm face to face with the ET that looked like the one from the video that I did today. And I was like, I could not play cool. The energy was so palpable. And I channeled that too. That's one of the first videos I channeled for Kingdom Things podcast. The 2029 Galactic Federation prophecy. By the year 2029, we'll have open contact with 3 extraterrestrial races, right? That's one of the first things I channel. I'll link that below. Is humans, when we encounter energies that we've never experienced before, we get stricken with palpable. We would get stricken because we're being healed, we're evolving, we're growing. We would get stricken with palpable fear, right? So it will make us want to jump into fighting or running. So I'm in my sleep. So I'm in my sleep state because God's doing a mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check testing 1 2 1 2. God's doing a mic check. So if you're having experiences like this, it's because God's preparing us for open contact with interdimensional extraterrestrial beings in our waking state in this reality. So I'm in my bed, tossing and turning. I kind of got back to sleep. I'm lucid dreaming. Next thing you know, I'm face to face with the extraterrestrial, baby. I can feel the energy is palpable. I'm just like, I could not play cool. Ah! And the being literally mirrored me back. Ah! I was like, it looked like the being in the video. We were just back and forth. Ah! Ah! It was funny. Like, if I didn't feel the energy and it wasn't so painful, baby, in the hindsight 2020, it was funny because the being was literally just mirroring me back. Because why? Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. So we just, ah! 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 And finally, God was like, okay, that's enough. We got the numbers we needed. We got all the data we needed. That's enough. And I woke up. I was like, oh my gosh, that's wild. So if you're going through having extrasensory perception, interdimensional, really cool experiences, and you get freaked out, baby, it's okay. Like, be honest. Like, I was honest in that experience. I said, I was like, ah! And that's what God wants. That's what our soul wants for us to be honest and not to play the cool card. I was afraid. And that's okay. That's okay. We are acclimating to ourselves because the energy of that being is not separate from the energy of the self. Every interdimensional being, every extradimensional being, interdimensional, extraterrestrial being that we perceive in our reality is only a mirror of who we are. And we can only perceive them because they're a dimension of ourselves. I channeled that as well. We look into the solar system and we see barren planets. Those planets are teeming with life in different dimensions, right? So everything that we see in our reality is only a mirror to the energies that we hold on the inside. I'm going to pull a couple of cards and we're going to channel some more messages from the cards. I'm really glad I got to share my experience. I hope it helps somebody, it helps you, with what you're going through. I'm sure it will. That's why you found the video. We're going to be using Rumi Oracle, Alana Fairchild, Rumi Oracle, Pocket Edition, an Invitation into the Heart of the Divine, artwork by Razuli. Let's go ahead and pull a couple cards. Y'all. Yeah, so during this time, be gentle with yourself. Do things that bring you joy, like I just had a dance party in my room by myself. I was running back songs from middle school dances and things like that. I was having a really good time, and it's healthy for the psyche. It's healthy for the energy, all the things to kind of free your mind and with growing and evolving, spiritually activating at a rapid pace, is good to let yourself kind of be free, a little bit, a lot of it, kind of clear your mind, free your mind, and understand that this is a universal orchestration. We don't have to do too much. But follow our intuitive guidance and, stay prayed up, meditated up, to strengthen our connection with the divine, with God, the oneness of all things. The divine God, oneness of all things, have 0 degrees of separation from the self, from ourselves. We're going to take these 2 cards here. So we have this first card. I saw divine discontent. I got a little nervous. Divine discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. What was prized and treasured is now found to be plated, not the precious gold it was esteemed to be. Look beyond what is. There's a true feast meant for you, not a meager meal. Allow your hungry-hearted soul to lead you toward the banquet table. Like Ashley stated, you have dreams far beyond your conception of reality, understanding that you intended to manifest on a soul level when you incarnated into this reality. Dear human beings, this is the time. Any confusion that you feel is only the melding of your mind with your spiritual infinite potentials. Allow yourself to drop into your heart spaces and be guided by your natural inclinations of joy. Be guided by your natural inclination of peace. Be guided by your natural natural inclination for inspiration. You are ready to be one with the oneness of all things. You are ready to understand your oneness with the oneness of all things. You are divine creatures of a divine dimensionality that is infinite, that is forever flowing, forever going, forever evolving. So you, therefore, human beings on planet Earth are forever going, forever growing, forever evolving. Thank you, Ashley. Divine discontent. That was a transcendental channel. Universal forces come through all the time to channel healing energies and messages, and that's a big part of my content. The all-encompassing hand. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I'm the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. The divine has held your hand for so long, it feels your sacred flesh as its own. The love that seals that divine hand fast is so powerful that one could spin the universe upon its axis, and still your hands would be joined, gently and enduringly. Be assured of blessings forthcoming in wavering love and sublime friendship. Be reassured of blessings forthcoming in unwavering love and sublime friendship. We are worthy for everything that we're creating. I had an epiphany earlier today. It's like, Ashley, just allow yourself to experience and emit and project everything you've been creating, through a soul level. I've been kind of like really nervous and anxious about allowing myself to receive the fruits of my harvest of, the last 4 years meditating, praying, following my intuition to align with my highest timeline, understanding of self, highest timeline, reality, embodying energies, being energies, projecting a reality beyond my mind's conception, what I thought I wanted to be, what I thought I could even be. We are all worthy to be more than what we thought we could be, more than what we thought we wanted to be. We're all worthy to experience a reality more abundant and limitless than we thought we could ever experience or understand. I want to thank y'all so much for dropping into this Kingdom Things podcast meets Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment Transmission. Again, I will link the reference content below that I feel like will, meld well with this video. Oneness Connection, as well as Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, My Soul During My Spiritual Awakening Journey, rapid spiritual evolutionary journey with the beginning of the last 3 years. My soul stated, Ashley, you don't remember who you are? Sit down, let me show you. And I was guided to write the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts are Asiyah's story. Asiyah is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. Chase and Asiyah get kidnapped by Chase's dad's goons. Asiyah ends up homeless, but she finds a gang of friends that are super spiritually activated like her. And she grows into a life that complements her authentic frequency, her authentic nature. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is about the twin flame journey, one soul incarnated in 2 bodies over many lifetimes. Every lifetime, the paradigms of that reality, the consciousness evolutionary status of the human being culture say that these 2 human beings, their love can't work. They will co-create a love and a life. My phone cut off and out. I take it as a spiritual omen. One soul, 2 bodies, 2 people, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Which love under which circumstances, which lifetime under which circumstances. That is the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. We are going to leave this transmission with the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel trailer, which is now available in the Amazon bookstore, and digital copies as well as physical copies. The links are below. Asiyah's story is a 2-part book series. If you're doing the paper physical copy, both books come in 1 copy, 1 book. It's the price of the 2 if you were to buy the 2 digital. So it's $19.99, the price of the 2, but it comes in 1 book because of binding stipulations, guidelines. So 2 books if you're doing all paper, 3 books if you're doing all digital. I'm also a home chef. I enjoy cooking. I love cooking, y'all. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available on YouTube. That is linked below. I intuitively cook. So whatever my soul, my intuition tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish, that's what I put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish, baby. So much so. I'm so obedient to my gosh darn guidance, my intuitive guidance, baby. Guess what I made tonight for dinner? I made black bean and pea dip. Right? Green peas. Like black beans and green pea dip. And I was like, okay, let me tell y'all how it went, because it's very magical. So I'm following my intuition. And my soul was like, earlier I was like, well, I'm gonna make black bean dip for dinner. I was like, ding, black bean dip. So I went downstairs to make the black bean dip, and then I had the green peas in my freezer, and my soul was like, get the green peas, put the green peas in there. And I picked up the green peas, and I was like, green peas in the black bean dip. And then when I picked up the green peas, like I felt like energetically, I felt like a rush of vibrant energy through my body. So I was like, okay, yeah, I should probably do this. And then I put it back. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then my body said, want. My energy said, want. So I picked it back up. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the green peas. And I had the understanding, like, my body needed some type of chlorophyll, some type of greeny, like chlorophyll. Yeah, my body needed chlorophyll. So my soul was like, put the peas in there. And come to find out, green pea and bean dip is a thing. I Googled it, and it's already a thing. It's already in our consciousness. Y'all had green pea and black bean dip before? It's pretty good. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. You can go ahead and see the 60-second clip where I posted my black bean and pea dip. Asiyah's animated series is a spinoff from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. I channel my chakra, my soul wisdom. My guys be like, hey, Ashley, we're going to make a Asiyah's animated series episode today so we can get some wisdom out of you, share it with you so you can share it to the world. Asiyah's animated series is available, AP Short Stories on YouTube to stream for free. And that is linked below. Kingdom Things Podcast, Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment, linked below for your healing pleasures. All my content is timeless. Whatever costs your soul, you're more than welcome to use that for your journey of spiritual evolution, growth, soul alignment to your highest potentials, your highest timeline of reality, whoever you came in creation to be. Whenever God or creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. Every human being exists because we are natural products of God's need to evolve and grow. You exist because you're needed for the evolution of all things. So all my content, you're more than welcome to use it for your own evolutionary journey to become your most abundant self in your most grand reality, well and balanced reality. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you improve. When you're loving yourself, it helps you improve the way you love with other people in reality. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asiyah, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like Humanities' story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atom's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I need no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person, the unconditional love literature parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.